Hey guys, pixel art is an immortal visual style, especially beloved by indie developers. At first glance, with projects like Red Dead Redemption 2, Cyberpunk 2077, and Star Wars Outlaws, it may seem like there's no place for pixelated games in the industry. Modern graphic engines showcase incredible visual beauty. Yet, pixel graphics are still very popular today, and there are pixel games with astonishingly beautiful visuals. Every screenshot in them could be printed and used as a stylish poster. In this video, I'll talk about such games. But first, here are the winners of the last giveaway. The Steam keys for the excellent Metroidvania Afterimage are yours. I'll message you after the release of this video. At the end of the video, don't miss the details of the next giveaway. I'll start with Octopath Traveler 2. This Japanese RPG invites you on a dangerous adventure to save the world. You'll gather a team of brave heroes, fight monsters, and make decisions that impact the fate of entire continents. The game features a unique visual design, blending classic pixel art with modern lighting and depth effects. It offers 8 distinct characters, each with their own story, abilities, and goals. Songs of Conquest. This is a strategy game with turn-based battles in the spirit of classic heroes of might and magic, but with unique mechanics that refresh the genre. Players manage mages who command armies. The game offers a system of building and exploration. Each kingdom needs proper resource management and city construction, which influences your army and magical abilities. The world map is filled with various points of interest, artifacts, and hidden resources that you must collect to win. Visually, Songs of Conquest impresses with its bright pixel art, creating the atmosphere of a fantasy tale. Kingdom Two Crowns. This is a unique strategy game with elements of survival and management, where players take on the role of a ruler of their own kingdom. The core gameplay revolves around exploration, expansion, and defending your lands from evil creatures. The game stands out for its minimalist control mechanics. Players interact with the world using just a few actions, like collecting coins and building. You must hire subjects, develop infrastructure, and strengthen defenses to withstand nighttime enemy attacks. The game also features diverse biomes, each offering unique challenges and strategies for success. Eastward. This is an atmospheric adventure with RPG elements, boasting a deep story and stunning pixel art. The game takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where society is on the brink of extinction. The main characters, a taciturn miner and a mysterious girl, embark on a journey through this dangerous and mysterious world. The plot is filled with melancholy and incredibly touching moments, thanks to unique dialogues and the emotional connection between characters. Gameplay combines combat and puzzles. Players will switch between characters to solve various tasks, fight enemies, and explore breathtaking locations. Sea of Stars. A beautiful retro RPG inspired by genre classics, Sea of Stars immerses players in a fantasy world with turn-based battles and an open world. The story revolves around heroes on a mission to stop an ancient villain threatening the world. The gameplay stands out with its dynamic combat system, where it's important not only to strategically attack enemies, but also to block their strikes at the right moment. Visually, the game is stunning. The animation, lighting, and detailed locations are top-notch. One of the key features is the day-night cycle system, which affects the hero's magic and interaction with the environment. Sun Haven. A role-playing farming simulator set in a medieval fantasy world where angels, mages, miners, and craftsmen coexist. However, there's no harmony among them, and the small town has fallen into decline. Players are tasked with leading the community, setting up complex production in the town, completing numerous quests, and upgrading their farm. The storyline spans 3 worlds, with each location offering quests and bosses to overcome. Players can choose from several races, including humans, elves, demons, and several animal races. There's also a co-op mode for up to 8 players. Little Witch in the Woods. This charming adventure game with pixel art lets players take on the role of a young witch in training in a magical forest. The story focuses on exploring a magical world, interacting with various characters, and completing tasks related to magic, potions, and resource gathering. One of the main mechanics is potion crafting and ingredient searching in the surrounding world. As players explore the forest, they will discover rare plants and magical creatures to enhance their witch skills and help the locals. Moonlighter. This is a shop management simulator with magical items, where you discover that running such a business is far from easy and can even be life-threatening. The catch is that you have to gather items for sale by venturing into dangerous dungeons. Thus, you'll need to balance exploring treacherous dungeons, fighting monsters, and managing your shop wisely to maximize profits. Gameplay consists of two main parts. During the day, you manage your shop, set prices for items, track demand, and accumulate money to upgrade your gear and shop. At night, you venture into dangerous, monster-filled dungeons to collect valuable resources. Each dungeon is procedurally generated. Graveyard Keeper. This game combines elements of simulation, resource management, and exploration with a dose of dark humor. You play as a character who unexpectedly finds himself in a medieval world, where he becomes a graveyard keeper. Your main tasks include not only maintaining the graves, but also building, trading, and completing various errands for the village residents. The game offers unconventional solutions, such as using bodies to create resources. Gameplay includes a variety of mechanics. Players can develop their graveyard, gather resources, explore dungeons, and engage in alchemy. The economic aspect is diverse, requiring a balance between time, costs, and profits. Additionally, the game includes crafting elements and moral choices. Sword of Convallaria. This is a tactical RPG with turn-based battles. You take on the role of a mercenary squad leader in a world where political intrigue and military conflicts threaten to tear the country apart. The story centers around your decisions, which affect not only the plot, but also the outcome of battles and your relationships with other characters. The game features a well-thought-out combat system, where tactics, positioning, and the use of different abilities and character classes play an important role. Players can also hire, develop, and customize their fighters, creating unique strategies for each battle. The Heroes Around Me. This is an atmospheric adventure game based on touching stories from everyday life. Set in the 1990s, the plot focuses on the childhood of a young girl who discovers heroism in the ordinary acts of people around her. One of the game's key features is its visual style, which combines pixel art and hand-drawn graphics to create a cozy and emotional atmosphere. Gameplay revolves around exploring the world, solving puzzles, and interacting with characters, each of whom brings their own unique story to the overall narrative. Kynseed. This is a life simulator with RPG elements developed by Pixel Count Studios, which includes former developers of Fable. The story centers around the ancient magical tree Kynseed, which influences your life and the fate of your family line. Players must develop a farm, interact with the inhabitants of the magical world, and pass on their legacy to future generations. One of the game's main features is the inheritance system, where the choices you make during your life affect your family's future and the world around them. Players can engage in farming, trading, crafting, and exploration. Meanwhile, the characters and world have their own life cycles. Residents age, die, and pass on their knowledge and skills. Tales of the Neon Sea. This atmospheric cyberpunk adventure immerses players in a dark future world. The main character is a former police officer who now works as a private investigator. He must solve a series of mysterious crimes in a city filled with androids, robots, and dark secrets. The game's plot explores themes of the boundary between humans and machines, artificial intelligence, and morality. Gameplay combines puzzle solving, gathering clues, and interacting with characters. Visually, the game is rendered in vibrant pixel art that captures the cyberpunk atmosphere, complete with neon lights and shadowy alleyways. Eiyuden Chronicle Rising is an action RPG with city-building elements. The story revolves around three main characters who team up to restore a ruined town. Players not only fight monsters in dynamic battles, but also complete quests to gather resources for upgrading the town. The game stands out for its bright and detailed 2D fantasy graphics, as well as its engaging combat system, where you can combine the abilities of all three heroes. A key mechanic is town development. Players complete quests to unlock new buildings, improve infrastructure, and interact with NPCs. Bloomtown, a different story. This is an engaging RPG with elements of horror and exploration, combining aspects of classic role-playing games with a plot centered around the mysteries of a small town. The heroes face strange disappearances and unusual monsters. A key feature of the game is its turn-based combat system, where players control a group of children, each with unique abilities. In addition to combat, players will explore the world and interact with various NPCs. The game also includes a moral choice mechanic, which influences the development of the story. Inmost. This is a touching story about love and family. Players can choose between three characters, one who fights, another who avoids danger, and a third who solves puzzles. Each hero represents different aspects of the story, which intertwine into a single narrative. Players must explore the world and use each character's abilities to solve puzzles and battle enemies. The game captivates not only with its visual style, but also with a deep emotional story that gradually unfolds as you progress. TEVI. This is a dynamic action platformer with Metroidvania elements, where players embark on a magical adventure through a vibrant pixelated world. The main heroine is equipped with various weapons and magical abilities, which she uses to battle numerous enemies and overcome challenging platforming sections. The game world is filled with secrets, hidden paths, and enemies that players will encounter on their journey. Additionally, the visual style stands out with detailed, pixelated environments that create an immersive atmosphere. The Mageseeker, a League of Legends story. This is an action RPG from the developers of Moonlighter, set in the League of Legends universe. The game focuses on dynamic combat. In addition to melee weapons, the hero wields a magical chain and a wide array of spells. One of the most interesting mechanics is the ability to steal enemy powers for one-time use, making the combination of these elements a standout feature of the game. Potion Permit. In this game, players take on the role of an alchemist who arrives in a small town to heal its residents. The gameplay revolves around potion crafting, taking care of the townsfolk's health, exploring the surrounding world, and completing quests. The main character gathers herbs, fishes, and explores local dungeons in search of rare ingredients. Healing procedures require careful selection of remedies, and each illness demands a unique approach. Exploring the wilderness is crucial, as it's where rare plants, mushrooms, and other components necessary for crafting powerful potions are found. In addition to alchemy, the game offers social elements where the hero can build relationships with the town's residents. UnderMine. This is a dynamic roguelike game with RPG and dungeon exploration elements, where players control a miner exploring dangerous mines full of traps, enemies, and treasures. The main goal is to gather gold, improve the character, and gradually uncover the secrets of ancient ruins. After each death, the hero leaves behind the gold and resources they found, which can be used for upgrades. Along with regular enemies, the game features powerful bosses. During exploration, players can find relics and artifacts that alter their character's abilities. A unique feature is interaction with NPCs. Throughout the adventure, players can rescue various characters who will return to the central hub and offer new services or trading opportunities. Traveler's Rest is a tavern simulator with elements of role-playing and resource management, where the player develops their own tavern, improves it, and interacts with visitors. In the game, it's not only important to serve customers food and drinks, but also to engage in farming, crafting, and alchemy to create your own unique goods. You can grow ingredients on a farm, brew your own beer, cook food, and even craft furniture to decorate your space. This creates a deep sense of involvement in the process and allows you to personalize your tavern to match your playstyle. The better your food and drinks, the more customers will come. Chained Echoes is a retro RPG that combines elements of fantasy and steampunk. The storyline immerses the player in a complex narrative where several kingdoms are at war, and a group of heroes tries to prevent a catastrophe. In battles, it's important to manage resources and maintain a balance between offense and defense. Additionally, the game offers the use of mechs. It also provides an open world to explore, where players dive into numerous side quests, uncover the world's mysteries, and search for rare items. Children of Morta is an action RPG with roguelike elements, where players immerse themselves in the story of a family protecting the sacred Mount Morta from dark corruption. The game stands out with its unique narrative, where each family member plays a crucial role, and each has their own abilities and combat style, from agile archers to powerful melee warriors. The core gameplay focuses on exploring randomly generated dungeons, which always offer a new set of enemies and traps. Story elements unfold as you progress. Children of Morta is not just about battles and loot, but also a story about unity, love, and sacrifices for the sake of family. I hope the video turned out to be interesting. In the next video, you have a chance to win one of 3 Steam keys for the multiplayer horror game, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. To participate, just like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment under this video. The winners will be chosen randomly, and I will show them in the next video. If you like what we do and would like to support our channel, click on our partner link to Instant Gaming and grab yourself a game. We receive 3% from sales. On Instant Gaming, you'll find the best prices for games on all popular online platforms. The link is in the description. The Image Game channel was with you. Have a nice day.
To be where you are.